Avista Utilities commissioned the rebuild of the Lolo-Oxbow transmission line, located in western Idaho and northeast Oregon. The line crosses the Snake, Salmon, and Imnaha rivers, requiring long river spans and heavily loaded structures.
The project was located in between the Oxbow Dam and Lewiston, Idaho, right there in the heart of the Hills Canyon. Avista reached out to Crux to install 4 3-pole foundations that cross the Imnaha River and the Snake River at a really difficult location.
Crux provided micropile design and construction services for the 4 3-legged monopole structures requiring an alternative foundation option. All 4 were river crossing structures and 2 heavily loaded for direct embedded poles. All sites were also located approximately 3 hours from the nearest town on narrow, windy, unimproved roads. Concrete truck access was unfeasible here, which eliminated drilled shafts as a foundation option.
So the access in there was all old dozer roads that when they built this line back in the 50s, they dozed roads into these poles and put them in, installed them by hands, and that was the access. So there were just some real narrow, steep roads to get in there. Obviously you could get your excavators in there and your dozers in there, but trying to get any larger equipment, your big drills, your direct bury drills, or cement trucks, concrete trucks into that country was just going to be impossible.
So we have 2 different types of Maruca setups out here. It's a track machine. We have one with a crane mounted on it to move our drills locally on site. And we have a flatbed Maruca to help access the sites by placing our equipment on the back of it, as well as flatbed trailers to get up and down these narrow, windy, muddy goat trails up and down these hills.
Crux crews accessed the sites by pickup, and equipment and materials were transported by a combination of truck, low-pressure track carriers, forklift, and crane. 3 micropiles were installed at each pole leg to an average depth of 35 feet. Mobile batch plants were used to complete grouting activities, and each foundation was capped with a double-plate steel micropile cap.
The diversity of getting there was one of the biggest challenges we faced. I mean, it was just the road conditions were awful. It was icy conditions up on the high, and then once you get down in there, it turned into mud because it was in lower elevations. The project overall was a success. We had some challenges there as far as the schedule. We had a time frame we had to get them done. We had to have it all done by March 1st. We were able to get all that done prior to March 1st, so about a week early. We didn't have any incidents, and overall it was a success.